Have you ever felt like your spiritual life should have, well, more? That's really the heart of what we're digging into today, using the incredible framework from the book The Kingdom Life. We're going to explore what it really means to go beyond just believing something and step into a life of real, honest-to-goodness transformation.
This question right here from Dr. Rick Warren is what kicks the whole thing off. And let's be real, it's kind of a gut punch, isn't it? It just hits on that feeling so many of us have had, that disconnect between what we say we believe and how we actually live our lives day to day. The book suggests this happens because, well, it takes a lot more than just good intentions to truly grow up spiritually.
So, where does that feeling of being stuck even come from? Well, the argument here is that for a lot of people, it all starts with a pretty big misunderstanding of what the gospel of Jesus is actually all about.
Okay, look at this. On the left, you've got what the book calls a reduced gospel. For many of us, this is what we heard. It's a ticket to heaven, it's about managing our sin, and it's kind of treated like a one-time passive transaction. But then you look to the right. This is the gospel that Jesus actually preached, the gospel of the kingdom. You see, it's not a finish line, it's the starting line. It's a full-on invitation to become an apprentice of Jesus and experience a totally transformed life with God, starting right here, right now. So what is this kingdom that was, the main theme of Jesus's entire ministry? I mean, this phrase is used over 150 times in the New Testament, so yeah, it's probably something we're supposed to get. The book keeps it really simple, but so powerful. The kingdom is just the rule and reign of God. It's not some far-off place we go to when we die. It's a present reality we can live in today. It's God's goodness and power actively at work, and it's available to us in the middle of our ordinary lives. A good way to think of it is this: wherever God's will is being done, that's where the kingdom is.
And here is why this matters so much. This isn't just a neat idea. As Dallas Willard puts it, constantly interacting with this kingdom reality. That's the very atmosphere we need to breathe to grow. It's the one thing that allows us not just to grow old, but to actually grow up.
Okay, so if the kingdom is here now, and living in it is the key to growth, how do we do that? How do we actually experience this? The book is super clear. This has to be a transformation that happens from the inside out. It's not about just trying harder to change how we act on the outside.
And here's the thing. This journey was never meant to be a solo mission. It's designed to happen in what the book calls a community of grace. Think about that. A group of people where you feel totally safe, where you can be fully known and not judged. It's a place where you learn not just how to give love, but how to actually receive it, which, let's be honest, is often way harder. This kind of authentic community, the authors say, is the primary place God does his deepest transforming work in us.
Now this path right here, this is a total game changer in how we think about growth. It is absolutely not passive. It all starts with repentance, which really just means rethinking your entire life now that you know about the kingdom. And then, notice the shift. You move away from that exhausting cycle of trying to be good, which always fails, and you move into intentional training. You practice things like prayer and service. The whole goal isn't just to behave better, it's to develop a new inner character that actually wants to do the right thing, straight from the heart. But this whole journey of transformation isn't always easy. It's not free from hardship. In fact, the book makes this incredibly powerful case that the path to real growth often leads us directly through our deepest pain. This is easily one of the most challenging, but maybe also one of the most hopeful ideas in the whole book. It's asking us to completely reframe how we look at pain. Instead of seeing suffering as some random tragedy we just have to survive, this perspective says that for someone following Jesus, no suffering is ever wasted. It isn't an interruption to our journey. In a lot of ways, it is the journey.
And as Peggy Reynoso explains so well here, it's because suffering hits us so hard that it has the power to be so transformative. It has a way of cracking open all our defenses, and it creates this space where God can meet us right in the middle of our mess. And he can use those exact moments for his redemptive purposes, to shape us and to lead us into a deeper intimacy with him that we probably never would have found any other way.
All right, let's bring it all together with this final piece. Because all of this deep inner work, it was never meant to just be about us. It has a purpose that points outward into the world.
And this right here, this might be the biggest paradigm shift of all. All of this hard work, this spiritual formation, this inside-out transformation, it isn't actually the goal. It's the preparation. It's not just for our own benefit. It's to get us ready for a purpose that's so much bigger than ourselves, joining God in his mission in the world.
This is what we're being prepared for. We are formed so that we can join in with God's work of healing the world. We become the kind of people who bring reconciliation, who pursue justice for others, who show this radical compassion, and who become, as the book so beautifully puts it, the aroma of his life to a broken and needy world. You see the cycle? Our transformation fuels our mission, and our mission deepens our transformation. It's amazing.
So you see, it all comes down to this. The journey inward is always for the sake of the journey outward. Living the kingdom life isn't about becoming some perfect person all by yourself. It's about being transformed so that we can bring the healing and the hope of God's kingdom right into our families, our jobs, and our neighborhoods. Which leaves us with the one critical question we all have to ask ourselves. Where is my formation meant to lead?